looking very beardy, and coming into English Harbour, we have got status code 14. Welcome to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge.
Woo, let's go, guys.
Matt, Steve and Simon are coming into the finish line. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.
Almost there, guys, 50 meters.
These guys have been on the ocean for 60 days. And over our shoulder, let me just show you, these guys took a look at who was here in the water. We've got some divers and swimmers, and the boys shouted mermaids. Clearly been a long time since they've seen humans. Let us know where you're watching from. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Simon Lemon, Matthew Inglesby, and Stephen Dredge, otherwise known as Dredgy, are coming in to the finish line in the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge 2022 race. These guys started in La Gomera on the 12th of December last year and have been rowing non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean ever since. They are doing a great job. Coming into the harbour, there were some crazy swells that wet us all here on the media boat. We didn't mind. So good to see these guys. Yes, you might be able to see the blue light there as well behind Steve.
Come on, guys, almost there, almost there.
Representing the police force. Status Code 14 is an endurance challenge team consisting of serving and retired police officers taking on a series of 5 extreme challenges across the globe over 4 years. So it consists of a channel swim, rowing the Atlantic, an ultramarathon, and a hike and a fly from Mont Blanc. Be able to see the flare there in the background on the board. There it is, signaling that they have crossed the finish line in the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge 2022. Rowing for 60 days. They started last year. Oh, and you can feel the emotions coming off of them. They are so happy to be here. What an amazing job. These guys have been such fun to watch in their social media journaling. They're a happy crew who know how to get along and enjoy an adventure, even under difficult circumstances. The reason why they're called Status Code 14, it's a UK National Emergency Services radio request call, and it's used when the sender requires an urgent callback, help or assistance. And the staff behind the scenes are routinely exposed to distressing and traumatic incidents alongside demanding workload and pressures. And that's representing also the reason they rowed across the Atlantic. So stress and PTSD, the post-traumatic stress disorder that the teams go through, is now well recognized within the military community, but not so much within the police, ambulance and fire services. So these guys were super keen to raise awareness on those issues. As I say, these guys were a really fun crew to watch as they crossed the Atlantic. They even donned their Santa hats on Christmas Day, and then they stuffed their heads into what I can only describe as turkey balaclavas on Boxing Day. No doubt salivating at the thought of leftover turkey delights.
Let's go, lads! Let's go, boys!
Getting ready to celebrate with their flares. A moment that they've probably been waiting for since the beginning of their campaign.
Well done, guys! You did it, lads! Well done! Great job, guys! Great job! Come on! Come on! Yes, yes, well done! Great stuff! Let's go! Let's go! Yes, yes, you did it! Epic stuff! Fantastic job! Great job, guys! Amazing stuff! Let's go, guys, give us a cheer! That's good! Great stuff, guys! Awesome job! Great stuff, guys! Well done! Awesome finish, guys! Awesome finish! That's good, boys! Great stuff, man!
A moment that they will remember for the rest of their lives. So, these guys headed deep south right from the start to pick up the trade winds early, rode against the rough weather battering them during the first few days. The tough conditions continued all the way through to New Year, with beam-on waves hitting the boat side on, thrashing the lads around. And in that, feeling quite battered in their hips and back joints. Simon cut his head on a nail, but as tough as nails as they are, they kept hunkering down in what Steve called the hoofing weather. Matt gave it a 5 out of 10 because he's rowed the Atlantic before. In fact, he's rowed 1.5 times, he says. The second time they were hit by a cargo ship. We'll find out a little bit more about that when we get into land. Steve said that the weather was a 10 out of 10 and a bit unpleasant. There was quite a bit of seasickness in the first week. Matt particularly felt it and got a bit of sunstroke, but still put his shift in on the oars. Towards the end of the first week, they woke up with no power, no GPS, and no water filter, which can sometimes happen when the solar panels aren't receiving enough sunlight. But status code 14, they discovered a fault, and with the help of their land crew, they were able to rectify that. They had a friendly visit from a pod of dolphins around Christmas. What an awesome Christmas present. And it took the team until early January to finally clean the hull. What with the tricky weather and the threat of shark visitors, they had a little poll on social media asking who should be the first one to go in to clean the boat. Simon was the first in. It was double clipped for safety because there were still some swells around. And then Steve went in after to clean the other side. Honestly, looked more like a reef on the bottom of their boat, the amount of barnacles that had built up in just 4 weeks. They also had a random visit from a sailing vessel called Misty Blue. And they were crossing from Jersey to Bermuda. They also know the Dragonfish team who came in last week. And a member of the Misty Blue crew, John Searson, rowed from La Gomera to Antigua 25 years ago. So that must have brought back some memories for him. He's also apparently planning to do it again. So if you're watching, John, we look forward to that. And then towards the end of January, they were visited by a pod of about 12 whales, from full breaching adults to curious youngsters following and belly rolling under their boat. That must have been awesome. Okay, so we are going to head in to Nelson's Dockyard now. The live will continue, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We want to see these guys step onto land for the first time in 60 days and see how their land legs treat them. So stick around and we'll see you in just a few short minutes.
Let's go! Simon and Steve! Welcome to
Hello and welcome back to the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge 2022, the world's toughest row with the arrival of status code 14. The coppers are coming in. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Send in your messages of support. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how you know the lads. Got a very happy family here waiting. Hello.
nice and steady
How are you
approach
doing?
to the dugouts.
Yes, I can imagine. Oh, lots of kisses. So happy to see them. Here they are.
Well done, team! Status code 14!
Got Simon Lemon, Matthew Inglesby, Stephen Dredge. Simon, Matt and Steve have been rowing across the Atlantic for 60 days. They're all from the UK. They're all police officers. They are the 36th boat to arrive out of a 43 fleet strong race. And they are rowing for two charities, Rock to Recovery. Rock to Recovery seeks out distressed veterans.
Welcome again to Business Dugout. Well, we have just witnessed here a great start for Friday morning. Status code 14, representing UK. Come on, guys. Come on.
Rowing for Rock to Recovery. Rock to Recovery seeks out distressed veterans and members of the emergency services proactively and affected family members within the community. They are also rowing for Chestnut Appeal for men's health.
Police officers arriving in style with the blue blank on the boat. Made it 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. The fellow says, rewrote the Atlantic. Indeed, you did. You have made it all the way, guys. Incredible journey. Let's make some noise for Status Code 14! Once What a great start for the Friday. Let's make some noise if we would like to see these incredible, inspirational free men step on land. Would we like to see Status Code step on land? Who's first? Simon is the first. Welcome to the team, Simon.
Rowing for Rock to Recovery and the Chestnut Appeal. Status code 14. Want to raise awareness of men's cancer and that a regular check could potentially save a life. Both of their charities are really close to their hearts. Steve was diagnosed with PTSD in 2017 as a result of several traumatic incidents accrued during his 30-year military and police career. Simon, who summited the Alps and competed in the trip around the world yacht race, sought medical advice after he noticed a lump on one of his testicles. It took a while, but he eventually visited his GP. And while there was no need for concern, he is keen to reduce the fear and anxiety felt by men and encourage them to seek help. And Matt has rowed the Atlantic 1.5 times already, once in 2014, and he attempted it again after that. But on that occasion was hit by a cargo ship, here to tell the tale, and rowed lots of tears down the dock. Lots of fun.
Probably this. The podium is standing still. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, what we just witnessed here today on this beautiful Friday, Team Status Code 14, started their journey 12th of December last year from Lagunera, now here after 3,000 miles journey across the Atlantic Ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, they did it in a time of 60 days, 4 hours, and 7 minutes. We have a certificate of achievement handed over by fellow Roshi rower Kavinia here from Antigua.
Thank you.
So again, a big applause, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, first of all, welcome to Antigua. 60 days on the Atlantic Ocean, 3,000 miles. What a journey it has been. And very interesting to follow you through the entire journey, but also through the night here. It looked at to be an afternoon arrival, then early morning, and now we are here sometime in between. But you have done incredible. Let us hear a little bit about how it's been out there. The world's toughest row. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, well, what a year. You know, it's been a fantastic year. Congratulations to all the teams who are coming before us. Certainly the winners, great achievement for everyone. And we want to be more competitive, but at the end of the day, our achievement is getting here in Antigua.
I also want to salute you guys for showing what the World Toughest Row is all about. Steve, you are wearing a Fight or Die shirt. Our team that got rescued the 28th of December. We have Will from the team over here. It's quite difficult to talk about, but that says a lot. You had a lot of challenges out there. You had some power issues, and let's hear a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, from the word go, it was absolutely brutal. We did not expect the conditions we got throughout this race. The first week in, it just hammered us. Bad weather, bad swell, bad currents. We hadn't even contemplated the currents before we got here. We were doing so well, and if we hadn't got pushed those 26 miles south, we would have made 4 days ago. You know? So, we all hate currents. But no, it has been really brutal. And, you know, I just want to say a big heartfelt well done to the guys from Fight or Die. You know, those guys showed true spirit. They capitalized, they kept the team together, they looked after each other. And guys, you can make it in, the t-shirt did. Alright, thank you guys.
So Matthew, I know you've been your home not until January. There was I think a Marlin following you, kind of giving a few hints about maybe it's time to dive down.
We basically just sent Simon first, so we just got the fish food first, and then when we knew it was safe, me and Steve jumped in and he just kind of got it.
Also, I think it was Simon's idea to do the row, so I think that's very appropriate to send him down first.
Just in the emotions of fishing we saw, the most spectacular things we saw, and the one feelings of joy, not the only feelings of joy, but amongst a lot of hardship, because it is hard out there. I don't think, if you haven't done it, you don't realise how hard it is. You know, we'd be talking to Lara on the solo, she's still there, she's got God knows how many days to do, how many miles to go. But those little bits you can take away from it every day. Christmas Eve, we're all feeling really down, we've been hammered by the storms. And this biggest pod of dolphins thing that I've ever seen in my life. It was a megapod. It was absolutely incredible. You know, the water was alive with them. Simon was the first to get in, and we were surrounded by them. You feel the echolocation in your chest, you could feel it collecting the whistles. They were just everywhere. It was absolutely amazing. And then the whales we had about two weeks ago, they were on the migration route with the youngsters. One of the youngsters was following the boat. We've got a film of him behind the boat. I think he thinks he's following his mum. Realizing that it isn't his mum and 10-year-olds right underneath us. And just to see that, and that's what this is all about. You just don't get that in everyday life. So.
Beautiful stories from the Atlantic Ocean. You spent 60 days up there. I know you want to do other challenges. What's next? Family is here and they can't wait to hear about it. Simon.
Yeah, my wife. So this is the third challenge of 5. We set ourselves quite challenges, raise awareness for PTC emergency services. So the next one is going to be running across Iceland, and then the final one is going to be time Mont Blanc paragliding for top. So, yeah, this is kind of the journey we're on. This is the third of our challenges, and what a challenge that has been, and it's fantastic to achieve it.
More to come from these three incredible gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it all here, status code 14. Did their journey in 60 days, 4 hours, and 7 minutes. Let's give them a big hip hip hooray, and let's get the final started. Status code 14. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Well done, guys. We are doing a live interview with Charlotte here. Not on the speakers, but a radio to Charlotte on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. So I hand you over to Charlotte. Yes, thank you.
Come over here, guys. Step down carefully and hold on tight.
I feel like Jack Sparrow.
You look like Jack Sparrow. You look great. You look really great. So tell us something. You've been, how have you been bonded together now?
So yeah, so we're spread out of the country. We're police officers. So Matt's up in Scotland, Steve and I Devon from. So the distance has always been a challenge for us. Training, getting together. Yeah, we came together as a team, and yeah, 60 days is a long time to be at sea, and be able to walk, less than 3-4 meters. So yeah, so there's no get away from it, and bizarrely, you always think you're going to bicker and fall out, and we haven't. It's been an amazing experience for us, and yeah, we genuinely, even through the hard times, just enjoyed the cruise and got here, and we're in great spirits.
It's a real team spirit that really came across.
Charlotte, can I just say, there's one person that we want to say a massive congratulations to as well. Mike, the Atlantic grappler. Mikey did so well. Fantastic campaign. Coming first was absolutely amazing. You asked us what brought us together. Mike, he's also he's a Elliot Brown ambassador, the same as we are. And that cohesive group of people that just, Mike is he's the embodiment of that team spirit. So Mike, well done, mate. Massive congratulations.
Very nice.
Also Duncan at the after you. Incredible job. Can you train us next time?
Lovely. Matt, you've done the Atlantic before.
Yeah.
How did this compare?
So this is, I think, today I set off 10 years ago to do my first crossing.
Oh, wow, today, what a celebration.
It was a bit weird. I realised that last night when I was rolling in that today's today. Yeah, it was my first crossing was a fast crossing, so it was 32 days. So this was a bit more, that one was more physical and this one was more mentally challenging, where you get hit by the storms and get kicked in the nuts pretty much every time you sort of made a bit of an improvement, you got hit back again. So it was I enjoyed this one in terms of testing myself more mentally than physically. So I enjoyed it though.
Lovely. And I bet you enjoyed Steve's all air guitar too. Don't Stop Me Now, Queen, right?
We also enjoyed his sleep deprivation, where every hour he'd come out 2 hours early when he was supposed to be sleeping. Just pop his head
Honestly,
out. I'm coming out. No, not yet. I get another hour in bed.
I get fully dressed, and because the weather was so bad, I'd get fully dressed in all of my foul weather gear. It takes ages to get on. I'd get up, I'd go to the door, I'd go to get on deck, and it'd be like, no, you've got an hour left in bed.
Oh. Okay, so you've got family, friends, and supporters back home watching. Anything you'd like to say to them?
Just a massive thank you for all the support. If it's a like, a comment, anything, just a follow for us. It's been really good for us. It's a big morale booster when you're struggling out there and you get a well done, or just anything really. And then the people who donated to our causes, we want to say a massive thank you, because obviously money's tight at the moment. People are just giving us any sort of pounds. We really do appreciate it.
Lovely.
We've had a huge amount of support. We've met some fantastic people, yeah, we just like to say thank you to all of us who've donated. Thank you to the people we've met, the support we've had, and as I said, we're continuing going on with 2 more events, so it's kind of an ongoing thing for us. But it's the people we've met some fantastic people, and we're just very, very lucky and blessed.
So stay tuned for more. Status code 14 on social media. They've got lots more to come.
Can I just quickly say one
course.
Thank you. Just a thank you to people. Obviously, we didn't realise the big impact it would have on us, let alone our families, and that's why they've given up as well. So a massive thank you to our wives and partners, our kids as well. There's a little boy out there called Jasper, who's been following our journey all the way from the beginning. He's the son of a friend of ours, and he calls us the police smoke that's rowing across the Atlantic. He sends us a bedtime story every night, and he's really enjoyed following our story. So Jasper, that was for you, buddy. All the best. Look after your dad. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, time to get to your family. Time to get that first proper textured meal in your bellies. See you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Sarge. Getting a hug there from Safety Officer Ian Couch, Operations Rasmus, and Race Director Carsten. And just to show you,
Ladies and gentlemen, as
blue light.
the three arrival tomorrow midday, but a dream coming in.
That's right. Our next arrival, But a Dream, is coming in. But a Dream is coming in tomorrow. The last time I looked, I think it was sometime tomorrow afternoon. But as always, keep your eye on the YB Races app. Keep your eye on the Atlantic Campaign's Facebook, Instagram, all social media pages. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us.